Section 185 of Companies Act 2013. We are discussing few of the practical scenarios under Section 185 of Companies Act 2013, loans to directors. So welcome to RR Corporates. In today's video, we are diving deep into practical case-based scenarios under Section 185 of the Companies Act 2013, which deals with loans to directors and related parties. So the applicability of Section 185 to hire, purchase, or lease transactions. Does Section 185 apply to hire, purchase, or lease transactions? The answer is no. Section 185 applies only to the loan transactions. However, here is a word of caution. Examine the terms of the hire, purchase, or lease agreement carefully. If there are disguised elements of a loan or financial accommodation, then Section 185 could still trigger. Then another question, advance salary to a director, is it a loan? If a company gives advance salary to a director, is it treated as a loan under Section 185? Prima facie, no. Advance salary, when subject to recovery in the short term and adjusted against the regular pay, is not considered as a loan. However, if it is structured as a financial accommodation, it may fall under Section 185. There is a case law, MR Electric Components Limited versus Assistant Registrar. Another question, letter of comfort treated as a guarantee. Is a letter of comfort considered a guarantee under Section 185? Answer, not necessarily. A letter of comfort typically indicates intent and is not legal guarantee. However, if it contains financial commitments or enforceable obligations, then yes, it could be treated as a guarantee under Section 185. Always review the language and context of the document carefully. Another question, use of corporate credit card by a director for personal expenses. If a director uses the company's corporate credit card for personal expenses and later reimburses the company, does that qualify as a loan? It depends on the timing and policy. If reimbursement is done within a reasonable period, especially in line with other employees' timelines, it should not be treated as a loan. But if the company pays the dues first and reimbursement is delayed, then an unadjusted amount may be seen as a loan till it is settled. So the director should ideally pay the company before the credit card dues are cleared to avoid Section 185 implication. Next question, disclosure requirements under Schedule 3. Is there a disclosure requirement in financial statements for loans covered under Section 185 of Companies Act 2013? Yes. As per Schedule 3, loans and advances due from directors or officers, firms or companies where directors are partners, members or directors must be separately disclosed under the trade receivables in current assets. Then exemption for private companies under MCA notification dated 5th June 2015. Exemption is available to private companies if the following three conditions are met. Condition number 1, no investment by any body corporate in its share capital. Number 2, borrowings from banks, financial institutions, body corporates, or less than twice paid up share capital or 50 crores, whichever is lower. No default in repayment of borrowings at the time of transaction. This exemption continues despite the amendment to Section 185. on 7th May 2018 because 2015 notification has not been withdrawn and reflects the legislative intent. There is a judicial reference. Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax versus AUDA 2022. PS Bedi versus ROC. Now the conclusion is Section 185 is a critical compliance provision and companies must carefully evaluate each transaction's substance over form, whether it is an advance, whether it is a reimbursement or comfort letter. The real intent and terms determine whether the transaction becomes a loan, guarantee, or security. Always document transactions transparently and seek professional advice when in doubt. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on Indian corporate laws. We have two channels, RR Corporates and RR Legal Talks. Please do subscribe to channels so that you will not miss any of the latest updates. Thank you.